Have you ever wondered how the federal government can requiring states to do certain things, sometimes even without providing all the funding? It is a fascinating aspect of our constitutional system, and understanding it helps us appreciate the balance of power in the United States. A federal mandate is constitutionally defined as a requirement or an order from the national government that states must follow. These directives emerge from the powers granted to the federal government by the United States Constitution, shaping how states implement policies and programs. The constitutional basis for federal mandates primarily stems from several key clauses. The Supremacy Clause in Article 6 of the Constitution establishes that federal laws and treaties are the supreme law of the land, overriding conflicting state laws. Additionally, the Commerce Clause in Article 1, Section 8, allows Congress to regulate interstate commerce, giving it broad authority to impose requirements related to economic activities that cross state lines. The Spending Clause, also in Article 1, Section 8, grants Congress the power to tax and spend for the general welfare, enabling it to attach conditions to federal funding that states must meet if they choose to accept the money. However, the 10th Amendment, which reserves powers not delegated to the federal government to the states or the people, acts as a crucial limitation, preventing the federal government from directly compelling states to enact or enforce federal regulatory programs through a concept known as anti-commandeering. In practice, federal mandates take various forms. Some are direct orders, such as environmental regulations that all states must adhere to. Others are conditions of aid, where states receive federal funds for programs like highway construction or Medicaid, but only if they comply with specific federal requirements. Understanding these distinctions helps clarify the obligations states face and the incentives they respond to. For example, states might implement federal education standards to continue receiving federal school funding. A significant point of discussion in federalism is the concept of unfunded mandates. This occurs when the federal government imposes new requirements on states without providing sufficient funds to cover the costs of implementation. While sometimes seen as a burden, these mandates often reflected national priorities, such as clean air or water standards, that are deemed essential for the common good across all states. The debate over unfunded mandates highlights the constant negotiation between national interests and state autonomy. Recognizing the constitutional underpinnings of federal mandates reveals the intricate dance between federal authority and state sovereignty. It shows how the framework established by the Constitution allows for a unified national approach on some issues while preserving a degree of independence for individual states. This delicate balance is fundamental to the structure and functioning of our government.